In today's breaking story, Walmart just dropped a devastating bomb on Donald Trump. And believe me, this could change everything. This could change everything for me and for you. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, as I was saying, Trump is a disaster, and his economic policies are a nightmare. He doesn't even care about enriching the American people like he promised. He only cares about enriching himself.
That's right. And, I represent Ward 2 in Washington, D.C., which includes downtown D.C., the National Mall. Over 50% of all of the businesses in D.C. are in the area that I represent. And this is very important to have a thriving tourist community for our local economy and in our unique position as the nation's capital. And we take that very seriously. Just yesterday, I met with a group of nightlife operators during the day. Last night, I had dinner with a group of restaurant owners, all of whom were telling me that their reservations are down, that many of their staff are afraid to come to work, that their customers are choosing not to dine out. We need people to dine out. We need people to visit our city. We have a beautiful city that we want people to visit and to enjoy. And there is a way to do so safely. And so, again, these tactics that the Trump administration is using is not going to get us towards a safe and vibrant city that we know everyone deserves and wants here in Washington, D.C.
I'm Pamela. The two main reasons why President Trump says that he likes tariffs is that he wants to shrink trade deficits, but also bring manufacturing back to the United States. So we set out to answer that question. Has that actually happened? How many companies have moved 100% of their manufacturing to the United States since President Trump took office? Well, the answer, pretty clear. Zero. And we've looked at big companies and mid-sized companies.
And still, Republicans continue to selfishly cut necessities for people.
To be very frank, I think that the vice president is coming on a damage control mission, because defunding hospitals and nursing homes to cut taxes for the wealthiest people in the country is not popular here in Georgia. Not where we've lost 9 rural hospitals in a decade. Not after Atlanta Medical Center, Georgia Baptist closed just in the last couple of years. Not when we already have a maternal mortality crisis in the state of Georgia and a healthcare access crisis in the state of Georgia. Throwing 100,000 people off Medicaid. So the vice president is here because Georgians understand that defunding hospitals and nursing homes to cut taxes for the wealthiest people is bad for Georgia. The vice president's here to defend that policy. I don't think he'll succeed.
And now Walmart has just dropped a devastating bomb on Donald Trump, and it changes everything. Take a look at today's top story.
All right, there's more breaking news coming into the situation right now. Walmart warning this morning it's raising some prices because of tariffs. This comes with the company just releasing a new report about its outlook for the rest of the year. I want to go live right now to CNN business and politics correspondent Vanessa Yurkevich in New York. Vanessa, you were on that call. What more can you tell us?
Wolf, America's largest retailer, largest employer, and really a bellwether for the U.S. economy, posted strong sales growth in the second quarter, but definitely faced some headwinds from tariffs. And we saw that profits in the second quarter did not meet Wall Street's expectations. And that's actually why you see Walmart's stock down right now, about 4.5%. Listen, tariffs was the big point of conversation on this 1-hour call with investors. A lot of questions about what price pressures were going to be trickling down to consumers. You had the CEO, Doug McMillon, of the company saying that so far tariff impacts have been gradual, so consumers haven't reacted so much to price hikes, but where they're now putting out post-tariff inventory, and they're going to see price level increases on a week-to-week basis. So that's obviously concerning for the company. On that full screen you just had up there, another point of on the call was, despite these price hikes, they have seen resiliency from the U.S. consumer. Ultimately, Walmart still has some of the best prices, and that's why you're seeing increases in the grocery department. You're seeing increases in consumer spending on e-commerce. They did bring in a lot of inventory ahead of tariff hikes, and that's why they've been able to mitigate a little bit better. Walmart also raising their full year economic outlook, talking about being able to mitigate some of these price pressures a lot better than other retailers. Walmart, Wolf, obviously is in a much better position because of size and scope to absorb some of these price pressures because of tariffs. A big comparison to just yesterday with Target talking about the loss of sales in the second quarter and seeing consumers pulling back. Walmart saying that they are expecting to see growth the rest of this year despite having to raise prices on some of their items, Wolf.
Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.